On this episode of Red Cape Sports, we're going to talk about how to negotiate sports card deals when buying cards. So welcome back to another installment. Mitchell Bouchard here, and what we're going to do is talk about a 5-step process, how you should go about negotiating card deals. What we're going to do is implement a quick system, and this should help you out. It's going to be a short video, but if you are new to collecting and investing, this is going to help you out a lot. Okay, so number one, you need to know the price of the card. So if there's a card that you're looking for, perhaps you are eyeing out a Zion Williamson PSA 10 because Zion's awesome. You want to know the price of that card. The worst thing you can do is over ask or under ask by a lot, because you can get ripped off or you could be ripping off somebody else. Typically, both parties want to feel like they are going to get a win out of the deal. So if you're selling the card, typically you are selling the card at a price where you can get as much profit as possible. So when you're going to buy a card, typically somebody will pull back their price a little bit, but you have to know the price of the card. That's going to be number one. So do a lot of research. The best tool and arguably the best way to understand the price of the card is to go to eBay and go under the sold listings. There you can not only get what the card sold for, but you can also see the exact date and time that this action acquired and basically how recent the latest sale was. So now that you know the price of the card, you want to have a firm price in mind. So ultimately you want to make a good investment where you're not overpaying. So if you're dead set on $900 for a card, you don't want to be paying $1,000. Now this is where FOMO can come in, fear of missing out. And then you could also have different variables where you were excited or whatever it may be. But you have to remember, in terms of an investment, even if you're collecting and you want the card and love it, there are certain scenarios where some cards are very limited, but for the most part, you want to have a dead set price. So not only knowing what the price is, but number two is having your mark, having a top dollar that you're willing to pay for the card. Number three is going to be making different offers to different people. So for example, if you are bidding on a card on eBay and then somebody else is selling the same card on Facebook, you could use that as a bit of tension or friction, so to speak. So if somebody is selling one on eBay, you could then tell the other person, hey, I can get this for $800. I could even show you. So you do want to be honest with it, but ultimately you don't just want to make one offer. The best way to get the best deal is to make more than one offer. So make multiple offers, specifically from different people or different auctions. So again, eBay is a great option for you. And then you also have Facebook Marketplace and then local card shops. Also, if you're looking for a new place to find trading cards, sports cards, Pokemon cards, you can go to fnchouseofcards.ca. We have a link in the description below and on screen. I use Frank a lot when it comes to my PSA submissions. We just did a video on that, so if you haven't seen it, be on the lookout for that. So FNC House of Cards, they do a great job, and their website's pretty awesome. It's brand new. They have a lot of new stuff. Anything Pokemon, anything sports card related. So your top major sports in the world. So remember that we're living in a decentralized world, especially with the internet. There are many different avenues and places and websites that you can check out. Tip number 4 is to not be too needy or too aggressive. When somebody is selling a card and they are a good collector or investor, typically they can smell if you are needy, if you really want the card. Oftentimes this will be a message that you will send out that says, let me know right away, or, there'll be the sense of urgency. So you want to be a little nonchalant. You want to take your time, keep it quiet, keep it simple, and let them talk a little bit. Don't do all the talking. They're going to find out that you really want this card, and they're going to be able to use that as an advantage. So you want to think about that when you're negotiating card deals. Now, the 5th and final tip is to have cash and let them know. You wouldn't believe how many times I've messaged people and said, hey, I have cash, I have PayPal ready, or EMT. If I can get this card at this price, I will send it right away. And people are sometimes shocked by that because a lot of people do what is known as the dance. They dance around, those tough questions. I lay it out there. Again, you don't want to seem needy. You don't want to be like,
Hey dude, take my $100 or you'll never see it again.
you want to be a little more strategic than that. For example, I have EMT ready. I have cash. Let me know if $90 works for this card. Sound good? You want to keep it pretty chill. So that's one thing to think about it. Don't be too aggressive. You want to be chill.
Happy Monday. My team sent you a $50 million offer this morning. You're scared.
And you have to be willing to walk away as well. And again, there are times where there's that one special card. Like if a Zion Williamson out of 10 comes by, I'm going to get it. I'm not going to be dancing around and, letting things like that fly by anymore. That's one thing that will come over time. But I hope those tips help you if you are new to investing and collecting. So that's going to be my top 5 tips for negotiating sports card deals. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to smash the like button and also subscribe down below. We also have tons of other content, and you could also join our exclusive Facebook group. That's going to be called @RedCapeSports. There you can share posts, comment, and ask us questions about sports cards and trading cards. We will see you in the next episode.